going to see Alchemy of Souls Season Episode 2, before entering into the topic, please subscribe the channel for more videos. Alchemy of Souls begins 20 years ago. After Duhua has given birth, Jang Gang takes the child to the foot of the royal palace. Through his watery powers, he blocks the child's gate of energy. This will prevent his son from being able to perform any spells for the entirety of his life. Interestingly, we do learn that the leader of the shadow assassins that attacked them all is actually called Dongju. That son, once he comes of age, promises to find someone to open his gate of energy and bring those powers back. And that boy? None other than Jang Wook. Fast forward to the moments inside the royal palace last episode, and Wook offers an allegiance. He recognizes the blue glint in her eyes as that of the soul shifter. As they talk, Wook instinctively saves Mudiok from Seo Yul's blade. They keep up the pretense of her being his maid. Although she's not exactly thrilled with that accolade, interestingly, we do learn that the leader of the shadow assassins that attacked them all is actually called Dongju. In the ensuing skirmish, he's taken Naksu's body too. It's here Wook learns that Mudiok is actually Naksu, and that only makes him more determined than before to learn from her. She's not so sure, but before she can contemplate this, everyone is gathered at the training center for a compulsory meeting. Whilst there, Park Jin is convinced that there's a traitor in their midst, someone who helped let the assassins in that previous night. They unveil Guigu, the Jin family heirloom. This trinket can apparently detect sorcery and, in particular, the soul shifters. They intend to use this to figure out who among them is the soul shifter. Wook plays dumb in the wake of all these shattered pieces of potter on the floor, claiming he was just being clumsy. When Park Jin finds out, he's livid. In fact, he forces Wook into submission, telling him he's not to speak or move in order for him to repent. Mudiok watches from the sidelines, wondering why his friends don't just open his gate of energy. Apparently they're too weak to do that, and it's forbidden. As for Mudiok, she takes pity on him, realizing he's already repenting enough through not being able to cast spells, and takes off with the amulet from before. Meanwhile, the hierarchy at the palace comes under scrutiny. With Gang Jang off training and Wook physically unable to cast spells, Go soon decides to shift things up. The attack from the soul shifter is the last straw, and he wants to promote Jinmu up to the position of Guanju in their absence. The thing is, Jinmu is reckless and he's not exactly liked among the seasons. This was all deliberate, of course, wanting Wook to have his energy back and be able to conjure spells. When he limps out the room and notices Mudiok hanging from a rope, he quickly unbinds her hands and saves her life. In doing so, Mudiok calls him her pupil, confirming that she's going to teach him.